Hey there, folks. It is James Ward. I want to welcome you to day number 9 of the 30 Days to 10K challenge. I appreciate you taking the time to come out here today. Now, listen, if you haven't done days 1 through 8, as always, please pause this because it's not going to make much sense to you, okay? I want to make sure for a fact that you have all the information that you need. And the only way that I can provide that is if you do this in order. So it's going to be crucial for your success that you definitely do things in order. Also, today's going to be pretty exciting because I'm not going to be actually, you won't see much of me today. We're actually going to be working on building our lead capture page. You know, if you remember from yesterday, we talked about the 4 different prospects again. We talked about, in order to be able to build your business online, there has to be a certain level of value that you are adding to the marketplace. And anyone that comes to your website, we talked about how most companies do it wrong. Most companies have their logo on the page. Most companies are talking specific to their product. They're talking specific to whatever it is that they want to pitch this person rather than what their struggle or what their need is or what you can actually help them with, right? So what we're going to be doing here today is I'm going to show you the system that I actually use to build landing pages, lead capture pages. You can use your own, okay? It doesn't matter what system you want to use. There's a ton of different systems out there. Now, if you are a Pangea Freedom member, we have Pangea Connect right there in your back office that you're welcome to sign up in. And that's what I'm going to be using here today is Pangea Connect, which is actually powered by Genius Marketing Pro. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you here today. I'm going to be building out some pages so you can understand exactly how it works. But not only are we going to talk about building the pages, we're also going to talk specifically about, what we need to say on these pages. And after we fill out these pages, what is the next step? But today, specifically today, we're just going to focus on adding that value into whatever marketplace that you're going to by determining what type of prospects that you want to go after. Now, I have to mention this before I share my screen. If you didn't do your 15 to 30 minutes of mindset training today to build yourself, to make yourself a better person, please just pause this, get off of here, come back to it. This is recorded, right? You can check this out at a later time. And again, if you didn't watch the first 8 days, you can always go check out our YouTube page. We've recorded every single one of these, so you can always come back to this and be able to help you out. And it's so crucial. I'm telling you, with what we're about to talk about right now, we're about to talk about really attracting people to you, okay? We're attracting people to you to be the leader that people want to follow. Now, the only way that people are going to be attracted to you, the only way that you can be the leader that people want to follow is simply become a leader, right? And the only way you can become a leader is to make sure that you're working on yourself on a daily basis, working on your skills, working on your communication skills, working on the way that your mind works, making sure that your vision is crystal clear, making sure that you know your purpose, you know your hourly wage, so you're not wasting your time dealing with anyone that doesn't, value your time or isn't worth your time. It is a numbers game. You just have to figure out how to get to the next person. And what we're going to show you right now is how you can start to attract the right type of people to your business. And that's what it is all about, attracting the right type of people. We talked about when you're buying leads out there, in my opinion, buying leads from a list broker or a lead broker, you may as well light your money on fire. Like literally, in most cases, you may as well light your money on fire. And there's a lot of you selling leads that don't like me saying that, but hey, I don't care. I mean, that's just the truth. That's the way I feel about it. What I prefer much more is showing you how to actually create your own leads over time by offering something of value that people want to actually come in and enter their information so they can become a follower of whatever you're doing. Okay, so let's talk about this right now. And I'm actually going to share my screen with you, so you're not going to have to look at this space too much longer here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so at this point in time, you can actually see my screen. I'm going to go ahead and get over there for you so we can all get on the same page here. All right, so where I'm located right now is I'm actually located in Pangea Connect. Again, if you're a Pangea member, you can simply log into your back office and click on Pangea Connect. If you're not a member, you can become one. And maybe this will help you understand exactly what it is and get you familiar with why you may want to become one. Now, as I said, this training today and this training this week is primarily for online training, but you can take the principles that we're talking about and you can implement them into what? Offline marketing as well, because the principles remain the same. game. You know, we talked yesterday about the marriage versus dating. You know, most companies out there, most people out there are trying to get married on that first date when they're showing their product, their service, their opportunity. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get married on the first date. And most of the time, as you know, that doesn't happen very, very often, few and far between. So what I want to do right now is I want to show you how through our system or through whatever system, by the way, there's many systems out there, leadpages.net, there's clickfunnels.com, there's what is it, nobounce.com. There's a lot of different companies that you can choose from depending on what your budget is. There's a lot of great things. I prefer using this one. I'm familiar with it. I'm going to show you how we can build some pages right now here together. So I just click create a new page here. Now I'm going to go here and we're going to concentrate on the opt-in, okay? We'll get to all the other type of pages that you need. We're not going to use all of these to actually walk you through this process. But as you start to understand that the most important one that you are going to create will be this opt-in, because this is where it all starts. This is where the engagement starts of your conversation with someone. This is where the conversation turns into what type of value can I add to you. This is also where most people lose every single person that they send to their website because of why? They're trying to get married on the first date. There's no value added to the person that's visiting. It's all about what can I do? What can you do for me, right? What can you buy for me rather than what can I provide you? It holds so many different truths in so many different parts of life. It's not just about marketing. I mean, in relationships, anything like that, you got to be willing to give to get, right? So what we're going to do right now is we are going to build an opt-in page. Now, most of the systems that you are going to use or that you can find out there that I mentioned, and also with Pangea Connect here, we have several different templates that you're going to be able to choose from. And as you go through here, you can really decide, which one will work best for you. And it really depends on what your style is, what you're selling, what your message is in addition to that, okay? What exactly you are really trying to come across to people and share with them. What type of vision do you have and getting them moving in the right direction. So as you can see, we have several different templates that we could choose from. I'm actually gonna go up here to the top. Ironically, I like this first one. Because we actually sell travel products here at Pangea. So I really like this product right here, or actually this page. So I'm gonna just go right here, I'm gonna click create page. Now here's the deal, folks. If you can type, right, if you can type on a computer, then you're going to be able to build your own landing page right here inside of Pangea Connect, or in whatever system that you want. Even with all the ones that I mentioned, most of them are drag and drop, so it becomes very easy. The great thing about this one right here is it already has the images for you for the background, but you can change the image. Actually, if you went right here, you could actually change the image if you wanted to. If you didn't like this beach background but you like the layout, you can do that. So let's kind of break it down here. Now, number one, when we were talking about building a landing page yesterday or a lead capture page, what is the number one thing that I told you that most companies do that is a big no-no? Do you remember? So you can see that this says your logo here. Well, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to just delete it. So that's all I did. I just highlighted and I hit backspace and that deleted it. So the logo is gone. I'm telling you, if you put a logo on your landing page, especially at the company that you're promoting. Now, if it's your own brand, that's okay, right? If you have your own brand or your own logo that you want to share up there, that somebody's actually joining part of your system, I think that that's a fine idea to put a logo. However, if you're putting your company's logo or whatever the product is that you're selling's logo, I think you're missing the boat, because I promise you what's going to happen is these people are going to immediately leave this page. They're going to open up a new tab and they're going to Google whatever company that you are actually promoting. We talked about that, okay? So that's number one. That's so important. Number two, we talked about this tagline, okay? Now this tagline right here, or this headline, whatever you want to call it, this is going to be the most important part of the entire page, okay? The background needs to look good. Everything needs to look clean and look professional. However, what you are about to type here when you are doing this is the most important thing. And folks, all I'm doing is hitting backspace. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm literally just highlighting the words and hitting backspace. So if you know how to type on a computer, you could do this inside of Pangea Connect, or you can do it with whatever system you want. I just happen to like this one. So let's think about this for a second. I want to think about this headline that we could actually provide to people. Now remember, we are looking to provide value by solving some type of problem for somebody, Okay, so I want to let's pretend for the sake of this page right here, and I think we can build another one as well. We'll see how much time we have here. But for the sake of this page, let's say that we're going to go after other network marketers, okay? Other network marketers, because we know that 99% of them are struggling out there because they're doing this the wrong way. So let's think about some taglines here that we could go after someone that is in the network marketing industry that we'd like to add to our list and be able to add value to their life. Okay, so let's think about this. Stop struggling for online business. That's a good one. Or how about this? Are you struggling? Now you can mess around with this. I mean, here's what's cool about this. You can make this centered. You can think about what you want this tagline to be, but you want it to be something that immediately when they see that, they're gonna be like, yeah, that's me. I am definitely struggling with my online business. And we know that most network marketers are. Now, I'll be honest with you. I didn't take the time to do a bunch of copywriting before I got here today. As you guys know, I run a company on top of this. So the key thing is I want you to get the understanding, and this is going to be part of the task that we're going to do. We'll talk about here in a minute, but I want you to think about some of the questions or some of the things that you could put out there to other network marketers, because that's what we're going to work on right now. And then we're going to work on some new business secrets as well, okay? But for right now, let's just think about this. Are you struggling with your online business? Okay, so we know they were struggling with their online business. We know that for a fact. The question is, what type of value, what do other network marketers need right now for their business? Now, we talked about this. Most of them think that they need traffic, or they think that they need leads, right? So I think that a good place for you to start is something like this. Video reveals secrets. Oh, shoot, no. Reveals how to generate leads on demand. How about this? Free video reveals how to generate leads on demand. Now, what if we said generate traffic on demand, or sales on demand, or downline on demand, right? Do you see how anything right there could be added? But we'll stick with traffic, okay? We'll stick with traffic. Free video reveals how to generate traffic on demand. Okay, now most people out there that are network marketers that are looking to market their business online, and internet marketers, are struggling in this area. Okay, they absolutely are struggling in this area. The problem is this: are you going to be able to show them how to get traffic on demand? Are you going to be able to provide them something that gives them value? Now, I told you yesterday, and I think I mentioned this a couple times, I'm actually going to create a lead magnet for you, okay? And what I mean by that is I'm going to create something that after they fill out their information, they hit submit here, and we're going to talk about all this. We're going to fix this as well. They hit submit, there's going to be something on the other side, maybe a short video series, or maybe one video with the 5 most important things you need to do for your online business, something of that nature. I will create one for you, but I want you to begin to think outside the box, because there's so many different ways that you could add value. If you are familiar with this, if you've been watching this at all, guess what? You know 95% more than anyone else out there. So this could be anything that you want. I said generate traffic on demand. It could be leads on demand. Whatever you want. And again, you can change any of this. This may not be what you want to put, but whatever you want, whatever you put here has to be something that is going to grab the person's attention in the first 5 seconds and be able to get them enough through the door to want to give you their information, okay? So I'm going to say right here, opt in below to get this video. It is only up for the next 24 hours. Okay, now here's the deal. As you can see, I did a call to action. Okay, Number one, I pointed out what their struggle is. Number two, I gave them something that can fix their struggle. Number three, I gave them a call to action, and I gave them some scarcity, right? I said, are you struggling with your online business? Well, yes, we know that 99% of you are. So that's a yes. Well, here's the deal. I've got a free video that will reveal how you could generate traffic on demand. I bet traffic's a problem in your business, right? You don't have to, I'm having this conversation with someone, right? We're imagine sitting across from someone. Well, here's the deal. If you opt in and get this video, it will only be up for the next 24 hours. So you want to do it today, right? I mean, without saying you need to do it today, people are not stupid. They can read. They know that if it's coming down in the next 24 hours, I need to enter my information in here. Okay, now I want to give you another little tip. Most people out there do not want to give you their phone number. Okay, so I'm going to leave it up to you. You can have it there or you cannot. Okay, that's completely up to you what you want to do. If you want to have that there, you can. If you don't, then don't. It is completely up to you as far as removing that. I personally, like I said, I traditionally do not include those, but I will leave it up to you as far as that's concerned, because a lot of people do like calling people. But the idea with this would be to create something so amazing that when people opt in, you have so many people that you can't even call back. You don't have time to do that, okay? Now here's the next thing. Here's the button. And by the way, I don't know if you saw that. All I did was click on the button here. I click on the button, all of a sudden it gives me all these different options. Now what I like to do on my submit buttons, rather than just hitting submit, I like to say something like, yes, I want the video. Yeah, that's what they're opting in for, right? That's what they said that they wanted. Now you can mess around with this color if you want. Let's say that we wanted to make it more of a red color. Okay, I'm going to try to hit right there. I'm not a big fan of borders. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I mean, you can if you want. The font size, the font, however you want this to look, as far as like, I do like the white and the red, that's fine. But you might want a different font, okay? So let's just scroll down here a little bit and mess around with this font. And I'm really just doing this just to show you how easy this would be. So that's kind of a cool font right there. So if I scroll down, I'm gonna hit save. Okay, now look, I could change the entire size of the button if I wanted to. As you can see, I can change the height, I can change the size of the font, I can change the radius, anything that you want. See what happens? We can round the corners there. So we just went from a square, as you probably saw, we can go to a radius. It's up to you. So if we want it square, we can make it square. If we don't want it square, we can round it off, okay? I kind of like that. I like the round button there. So I'm gonna hit save. Okay, so very simple. We know what our tagline is. We know what we're offering them. We created some scarcity. We're gonna have them enter their information. If you want to have them put their phone number in, you can. If you don't, fine. We created a button. Yes, I want that video. It can't be any more plain than this. Now, right here underneath the button, I always like putting something like this. Stop struggling and wasting your money. Check. Let's erase this. Stop struggling and watch this video. Now here's the deal, when you're writing content and you're writing copyright, obviously you're gonna change it about 50,000 times. That's just the way it is until something clicks with you and you like it, okay? Now on this one, I always say, hey, we hate spam more than you. We will not share your information. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, people are always concerned about the safety of their information, so I like throwing that in there. So the question is, let's just go on and name this page. Okay, 30-day 9. Let's just call it that since this is day 9. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna preview this. Okay, let's look at it on an actual page here and see how it looks. Okay, so here's the page that you literally just saw me create in about 10 minutes, right? I literally created this right in front of your eyes, And the key component to all of it is I think it looks beautiful. I really do. I like it. I think the key to it is this right here, though. Are you struggling with your online business? There's no logo. There's no company to go Google. There's nothing. Hey, you want this free video? All you got to do is give me your name and your email address. If you do that, then you're going to get it. Now, after they hit yes, there's two things that are going to happen. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about what those two things are and really break down for you exactly how it can work for you and your family as you're starting to build your business, right? And why I say your family, because I'm guessing that most of you on here today, when you talk about your vision and you talk about your purpose, it includes something that you can do for them, okay? So every action that we're taking right now, every new skill that you're learning, not only on this training, but also when you're doing those 15 to 30 minutes a day of improving your mind, it's all steps towards making your vision a reality, okay? Now, I just showed you through Pangea Connect, and you can use, again, any site that you want, how to create a landing page. I bet if I wouldn't have been talking to you guys, I bet I could have created that in 5 minutes, okay? Now, we focused on going after other network marketers, but let's go back here for just a second, and let's just, let's go back to my pages, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to create another one. I'm going to do it really, really fast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another opt-in page, just like we did. But I'm going to show you how fast this can be. But what we're going to do is we are going to go after, brand new business seekers, okay? People that are just wanting to start a business from home today. Now, again, I'm going to get rid of that logo because I think the logos are a waste of time. They're going to get you in trouble. So let's think about this really quickly. If we were going after someone who is brand new to the internet, they're just looking for a home-based business, what are some things that might spark their thought process or their interest? Number one, money, right? They're looking for money. If they're looking for an online opportunity, they're looking to either get out of their 9-to-5 job or they are looking to create some income from home. So you got to think about things that can help them. So maybe this, let's see here. What can we do for brand new people that are looking for the very first time? Top internet marketer reveals free video showing the 5 steps to 5 figures online. Okay, so that might grab someone's interest who is brand new. Now I don't think I even need a second line there, so here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, put your information below and get out of the rat race. Okay, now again, I'm doing this off the cuff, but here's the deal. Most people that are looking for an online business or an online opportunity, they are looking for money, number one, okay? That is the truth. They're looking for money, number one. Number two, they want to get out of their job. So right now, I said, hey, top internet marketer reveals free video showing the 5 steps to 5 figures online. Let me ask you something. Who do you think that's going to attract? I mean, the only people, let me tell you something, the only people who don't want to earn 5 figures online are the people that are earning 6 figures online. Did you hear me? The only people that want to earn that don't want to earn 5 figures online are the people who are earning 6 figures online. Does that make sense? Everybody out there who looks at this, who is just starting for the very first time, looking for a business, they're looking for a way to replace their income. They may not even be earning 5 figures a month online. You may not be able to earn 5 figures a month online, but guess what? You're connected to the information and the people that have and do, and you have complete control over it. So again, you can leave the phone number if you want. That is completely up to you. Let's go ahead and change this to something like, yes, I want to earn 5 figures. Okay, that's probably going to be too long. So let's just say, Yes, I want video. I know that's what we just did, but here's what I love to do. I love to put stuff in the context of, yes, I'm getting something, rather than, oh, submit, or I just don't like the tone of that. I much rather give someone the opportunity there to, and I do like the circle buttons, as you can tell. Yes, I want video, not yes, I video. So here we go. All right, so we are 5 minutes into this, and I have still been running my mouth here, but I wanted to show you how easy this is. Again, don't quit that 9 to 5 and get the freedom you want. And then again, what I always like to do right here, we will not spam you. So here's the deal. We've got this. This is very easy. I'm going to go ahead and put this 30-day 9 to whatever. I'm going to hit save. Okay. So the page is now saved. We're going to go ahead here and we are going to preview it. Top internet marketer reveals free video showing the 5 steps to 5 figures online. Put your information below and get out of the rat race. Okay, so let's think about this. Top internet marketer, number 1, that gives you a sense of posture, right? Number 2, reveals a free video. The free is the kicker right there. They're not having to pull out of their pocket. They're getting something for free. They're getting value for free, right? So that's the access right there that they need. Here's your access to the free video. If you want to learn how to make 5 figures online, here are the 5 steps. Just put your information in below and get out of the rat race. Oh man, I hate the rat race, right? Everybody hates the rat race. Yes, I want the videos. Quit that 9 to 5 and get the freedom that you want. We will not spam you. Now listen, I'll be honest with you. If I had more time, I might spend a little bit more time on making this a little bit better. But I'm telling you, something like this, something as simple as this, it does the job because it does a couple things. Number 1, there's no logo, so no one's going all over the place. They don't know if this is by you, if it's by, they don't know who it's by, so they're anxious to figure it out. There is a call to action, okay? There's no scarcity on this one, though. I didn't put any scarcity. Had I thought about it, in more detail, I definitely would have. There's no scarcity except for the fact that, hey, I want to earn 5 figures online as soon as possible. I'm going to put my information there, and it is absolutely free. So again, I think this would be a good opportunity to go after someone that is brand new to the marketplace rather than someone that is in the marketplace already, like another network marketer, as we talked about. Are you struggling with your online business? We know for a fact everybody's struggling with their online business. Free video reveals how to generate traffic on demand. So again, it goes back to, who are you trying to attract to your business? What type of prospects are you trying to attract to your business? If this was a product, opportunity right here, if we were going after just people that want to purchase the product only, obviously this would be a travel background. We would put something maybe like, how would you like a free vacation for 7 nights and 8 days? I don't know. Whatever you can provide of value, whatever would make them want to click on that, that's what you want to put on there. But here's the key thing, okay? And this is really irritating to me. You want to make sure that you can deliver whatever you're putting in there, okay? If you cannot deliver the 5 steps to 5 figures, or if you cannot deliver on, what I can't remember what the other one is, 5 steps to 5 figures, or a video that reveals how to get traffic on demand. If you can't do that, don't be putting that in there, okay? You need to use other people's information until you can create your own. Like I said, there's a lot of ebooks out there. It doesn't have to be a video. I am a big believer in video because I think that people can really connect with people on video. My daughters, they are on Snapchat, they're on Instagram. I'm talking on a regular basis. My youngest is on YouTube constantly. It is just the way that people are these days. They are looking for that type of connection. And, even if it isn't your videos, whoever the video is of, it's fine as long as it's delivering what you said. Because here's the deal. You gave them access to something that they just didn't have access to before. It is the way the world goes round. I mean, think about country clubs, okay? In country clubs, oftentimes you have to get referred by a member in order to get accepted, right? So it's a pretty cool deal to be able to have the opportunity to refer someone to something that they just didn't have access to before, and you are giving them that value. It is all about replacing that trying to shove something down someone's throat and get married on the first night, to committing to the dating process, right? The courting process, adding value to someone's life. So they're going to be anxious. They're going to be looking for that email that you're going to be sending them. And we're going to show you how to do that tomorrow, how you can actually start an email campaign where you're in front of these people on a regular basis without even having to be in front of your computer. It's going to be pretty awesome. So here's what I want you to do. When you come in tomorrow, your task for tonight is very simply this. I want you to think of at least 5 headlines for going after network marketers, and I want you to think of at least 5 headlines for going after brand new business seekers, okay? The product side of it, I don't know your product, I don't know your service, so if you want to participate in that, if you want to do that, you absolutely can. That's completely up to you, but just keep that in mind, that you can absolutely do that. And here's the other deal, okay? I very well, I mean, I was working closely here. There's a chance that, let's see here. There's a chance I misspelled 14 different words. I saw a couple. So just know I can't spell as we get into this. I'm just kind of kidding. I can sometimes, but not when I'm in a hurry. So with that being said, just keep that in mind that tomorrow you need to bring 5 business seeking opportunities for people that are brand new looking for business, and then 5 people that are already in network marketing that are struggling with their business. I want 5 different taglines that you can go after them with, okay? And I also want you to think about some things of value that you could add to people that, you know, you may not have access to. You would be shocked what you can find online. You'd be shocked the type of videos that you can add that are not even yours, that people will allow you to use. And as I said, I'm going to actually create a lead magnet for you as well, that when people enter this information, they go to the next page, they'll have access to whatever we say we're going to give. And I will let you know as we get going here what that's going to be. And tomorrow we're going to come in here, we're going to show you how to hook up your email system with Pangea Connect. If you don't use Pangea Connect, you'll have to watch the tutorial videos on whatever you're using, but it's not going to matter, because we're going to talk about the principles of the emails and how they work, and what is the next step after you send these emails. What is the next step on the page that you create, and how does it eventually get to what you want, and that's them to buy your product, service, or whatever it is. And how can you improve and how can you increase the frequency so that you can get those sales quicker and really build that pipeline where you have sales coming in on a regular basis, daily or every other day or even weekly, depending on what you're, you know, how long you've been doing this and how serious you're going to be about it and how much traffic and what type of traffic. Those are all going to be determinants, okay? But we're going to help you get over many of those obstacles that people face. So with that being said, listen, I hope you have a great day. I appreciate you taking the time to come out here and learn from us on day number 9. If you haven't watched the other 8, please go back and do it, because this is going to be a waste of your time. If you don't get the foundation and the mindset right, you will not attract anyone to you that is worth working with. I promise you that. You might attract a couple people that you don't want to work with, but most of the people are just going to be saying, hey, you know, what can you pay my way in? Can I buy this? Can I do this? You're going to attract a bunch of broke people. Don't do that, okay? I hope you have a great day. Thank you for your time, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.